about cunts. I don't know about you, but it seems to me that everything these days seems to be about anal. It does. It's as if the vagina has gone out of fashion. And I said to a friend of mine, is it true that you can get pregnant from anal sex? And she said, well, of course, Jennifer. Where do you think lawyers come from? And, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, Paul. Sorry to pick on you again, Paul, but, you know, I love sex, I really do. If I have sex, it makes my whole day. But, you know, anal sex, well, that makes my whole week. And I have to say that, really, my favourite, ladies and gentlemen, has to be oral sex. But I'm sure you know what this is about, Paul. You just have to...
for a date?
Well, it's not a date, really. You know, darling. You know, bankers are wankers, and I don't really go out bankers. But actually, oral sex actually is great, but it's just your phone bill. It's too high, isn't it, with oral sex? Fine. Anyway, moving on. The thing about it is that, darling, I suppose I am looking for a date, really, because I've lost my husband. It's very sad. When I say I lost him, he left me. And he left me because he found me in bed with another man. Yes, in the marital bed. And he came in and he said, what do you think you're doing? And I said to the guy I was with, I told you he was an idiot. So, yeah, that's what it's been like for me. So, I've tried a bit of this dating, which is an absolute nightmare. I mean, my mother, she said to me, you know, too many cocks spoil the breath, I should have listened. And the thing about my mother, it sort of runs in the family, really, because my mother, it's a true story this, she was married 4 times, honestly, and each one of her husbands died. And it's a bit of a joke in the family, because it is, because we say that she killed them off because she liked sex too much, you know. And when she died at her funeral, she was lying there in the coffin, I never forget, and the vicar came along and he said, oh, isn't it lovely, isn't it so lovely that they're now together? And my sister said, well, who are you referring to? And he said, well, her legs, of course. Yeah, and I seem to have sort of carried on the tradition that my mother has, and I've had no luck with men, Paul, so I don't know whether you can put the odd wanker my way. Yeah, and I've been out internet dating. Now, I don't know whether anyone here has done this, but it's absolutely appalling. And people write on their profiles, GSOH. I mean, for God's sake, if you have a good sense of humour, you'd write something fucking funny. You know. And then if a guy writes that he's looking for a soulmate, no, he's not looking for a soulmate, he's a fucking stalker. You know. And anyone who says they're kind of, you know, mid-40s and active, no, darling, they're 55, grey as a badger, looking for a 25-year-old and on Viagra. And any man that says he's sensitive, no, he's not. When he's got his cock in your mouth, he doesn't say, oh, darling, be careful not to push it too far down your throat, does he? No, he's not sensitive. And so I gave up internet dating and I started going on blind dates. And to be honest, I've been on that many blind dates. Honestly, I need to get a dog. It's true. And I went on one date and, well, a lovely chap, I have to say. And he said his marriage had ended, and I said, oh, I'm very sorry, why was that? And he said, well, I couldn't get my wife pregnant. And I said, well, that's a bit harsh, you know, well, what happened, did you have tests? And he said, well, yes, I did. I went along to the doctor, and he gave me a specimen pot. And he took it home, and he said he tried with his right hand, and then his left hand. And then he said his wife tried with her right hand and then her mouth. And I was thinking, oh, darling, you know, TMI, too much information. And then he said he asked his friend to try. And I said, my God, you asked your friend? I mean, that's a bit weird. So what happened then? And he said he returned the specimen pot to the doctor. And the doctor said, well, what happened? And he said, well, none of us could get the lid off. And takes a while, doesn't it? Paul got it straight away, being a banker, of course. Then I went on another date with another chap, and he said to me, darling, he said, it's going to be divine. He said, because I've realised how to drive women wild in bed. And I said, well, how did you do that? And he said, well, first of all, he said, I tried covering them in petals. And I thought, well, I'm not a lawn, darling. And then he said that he would try to, you know, give me a lovely oily massage. But he said, actually, the thing that drove women wild in bed was when he wiped his cock on their curtains. So, I'll just actually finish on this. Recently, I've been looking at porn. And I was on this porn site, it's quite incredible, and there was a man and a woman, and the man was scooping Winalot onto the woman's vagina. Can you believe that, Paul? It's unbelievable.
I can.
You can, it's correct. And then along came a dog and started licking it off. And do you know what I thought? I thought, you lazy cunt. Anyway, I've been doing this. You've been great, thank you very much.
That felt a little bit like a diet edition of Jimmy Cooper. If there were horses in here, it would be